And welcome into the Commanders franchise, where we're not fully replacements, we're still mostly replacements, but we're off season 2, not a great start. Last episode was probably the most Madden game I think I've had on this channel, where every time we threw a ball one-on-one coverage, or even had a guy open for a little bit, quickly collapsed, intercepted. I think there were about 5 interceptions in that game. It was insane. So as we continue on here, in week 3, we're facing the Seattle Seahawks. They were a team that no one thought would be very good last year, but they surprisingly were pretty good. They've started off this season 2-0. Now, in this universe, they were not that good last year. They do have a rookie quarterback who is a hidden dev. They still have all of the normal good guys that the Seahawks have, so it will be a challenge for us, especially Jamal Adams. We know what the safeties were doing to us last week, so hopefully we could right some wrongs. We're still testing out that new group of starting receivers. Hopefully they will work, but I feel like we might go a little bit more run heavy today, get Borgie going and the rookie Turbin. So let's jump on in. And we will be receiving to get this game underway. Fox backs to return. Looks like it will be a touchback though. Probably pretty good since he will be one of our starting receivers today. Coming out in one of our more base packages, just 2 receivers set. It will be Stoner on the outside. Melton will get the start. If we don't see him do a whole lot, I do want to get the rookie Ibaka out there, but we're handing this one off to Borgie down the middle, gain of 8. He just continues to shine despite being no longer our highest overall running back. I think we have a nice combination with him and Turbin as he'll continue to run here, get us the first down. So if we could just find a nice balance between Borgie, Turbin, and a little bit of Huntley. Might need to pull back a little bit on the amount that Huntley is running because his stamina isn't doing great, and that'll help out with some more accurate passes as we do find Melton down the field on the deep comeback. But of course, we also have another threat in the receiving game in the rookie tight end Campbell. He's played pretty well the first few games, so we'll look to see if he can continue that throughout. Huntley going to scramble here close to the first down, slides down a yard shy. And that'll probably be the majority of the kind of running that Huntley does. Occasionally, we will probably call a read option, but for the most part, it's going to be just scrambles as Turbin works his way down the middle. Also, shout out to the line. Really good blocking. Which is also nice to see because, as we've talked about already this season, we only had 1 returning offensive lineman, and we were pretty good in the running game last year. As we're going towards the back corner, Campbell can't bring it in. Tariq Woolen knocks it away. And speaking of Tariq Woolen, make sure you guys are checking out the Texas-only challenge that we're running right now. Season 4 is looking pretty good as we try to find some running room here, and Turbin gets caught up on Leverett's legs. It'll be a loss of 1. So on 3rd and long here, we'll come out in shotgun. Gonna have trips to the right-hand side. Stoner alone to the left. See if we can get Campbell down the seam, which we do have it. Nice placement, and Campbell can't hold on to it. The safeties, they've been giving us a lot of trouble. Adams knocks that one free. We'll have to take the field goal here. So Johnson out at about the 33, so about a 43-yard field goal here. Snap back, hold down, kick is up. Right down the middle. We'll at least grab 3 on our first possession. But now it's the defense's turn, and they've been doing a fairly decent job this season, and it will not let me change players. Okay, finally it works a little bit as Kenneth Walker finding some space here. Be a gain of 6. Yeah, for some reason, you can probably hear me clicking. It's not letting me change players. I don't know what's happening. Maybe I need to reset my controller. Looks like we're just going to be playing with Dillard here. It lets me play or switch during the play. But pre-play, I can't switch who I'm controlling, which is really strange. I guess that's just a new challenge, new part to this challenge. We're just playing with Dillard, apparently. They're going to motion over one of the receivers, just make it a stack to that left-hand side. We'll send up a little bit of a blitz, and that's going to be an inaccurate throw from the rookie quarterback. And on the 2nd and 10, they'll switch it up a little bit, staying in shotgun, this time a bunch to the left, 1 receiver off to the right. As Dillard trying to work his way back in, there'll be a catch close to the first down for number 17, bringing up 3rd and 2. Yeah, it's weird. It lets me choose every other button, but I cannot use B to change who I'm controlling as they get a first down here with a little bit of extra room as well, about a gain of 10, maybe a little bit more. Walker sets them up at the 42. Yeah, no, and after turning off my controller and turning it back on, it's just not letting me change players. Kingsley Kiki tries to get to the outside, does a fairly decent job. Linebackers pursue, quick stop. And speaking of linebackers, I would like to show him, but again, can't do it. Oren Burks in his third game with us, coming off of a Player of the Week performance last week where he had around 10 tackles, a forced fumble, and fumble recovery. And I'm pretty sure he's the only linebacker we've had who's done that, so already kind of outperforming anyone we've had prior to. Third and short here, gonna motion over that receiver once again as they go with some underneath passes, or at least that's what the quarterback thought he was doing, but the rest of the team didn't agree. So it looks like another field goal attempt here to start off for the other team to tie this thing up. They'll be kicking this one from about the 42, a 52-yarder squeaks into the bottom right. Well, so far, both defenses bending, but not breaking as we start our second possession on offense. Down the middle we go. Another gain of 5 here for Borgie. And I think from here on out, Stoner will definitely stay to the outside as we did bring in Manny Fox as an undrafted rookie, and he's looked pretty good. Gonna scramble here with Huntley. He has some space. Will outrun the edge guy. We'll get a nice chunk, about a 20-yard gain. And that'll set us up just shy of the midfield line here at the 50. We'll go with Borgie here, who will run through a couple defenders falling forward. That's just a trait you have to find in a running back, because he will consistently turn maybe a gain of nothing into a gain of at least a couple yards. 2nd and 6, gonna have to step up here. We have the tight end open for a second, but we're just gonna have to scramble, slide down again. So far it's been all running, even though it's been half play calls being passes, as we send ourselves on into the second quarter here. Game still tied 3-3, but we're marching. The Seahawks come out here with off coverage. That means we can send Stoner deep. He doesn't have much of a release, but he has the hands. Unfortunately, doesn't help us out there though. Ends up just being a great play by the corner and one-on-one, which honestly, even that SWAT down is an improvement off of what we saw last week. And Borgie doing what he does best, sets us up with a shorter distance here on 3rd down. We'll stay out in the pistol, roll out here. We have Campbell open. Oh, that's not who I wanted to get the catch. As number 8, who swatted that one away, ends up getting the pick. That's Kobe Bryant. I thought we were about to have Stoner catch that off the tip, but instead it goes to the cornerback. Fortunately, Alton not able to hold on to that one, as once again, a safety knocks it free. But I'll take that kind of... Okay, I definitely do not want to be manning up on a corner. I don't... Okay, well, okay, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Madden. It's Madden. It's broken. We all know this. So basically, I'm just going to have to time the snap so I can switch players to one of the defensive line to not try to mess up coverage, because I know I will. But so far in this drive, working well. 3rd and 4 here. They come out with a shotgun snap. We send a bit of a blitz. They pick it up really well. Gonna find number 17 for the first down. That is Cole. I want to say that is a rookie. That was definitely a good call there by the Seahawks. We sent the blitz, and they threw it right behind it. 1st and 10 here. Gonna motion over that receiver once again. Seems to be one of their favorite plays here, as they have a fresh set of downs. We're just not getting much of a pass rush right now. Big hit there for number 19. Is that Oren Burks? I feel like it is. But they'll finally switched up a little bit here. Single back set, 2 tight end look. We'll go with a run down the middle. Walker trying to find some space. Nice fill there by Kaiser. Only a gain of 2. And they do come out here with an empty set, so I'm going to have to make a quick audible here, as I was going to bring the blitz. Wouldn't help us, wow, very much. Doesn't matter anyway. They still get the first as they find their tight end. Now, has anyone else had this problem where you can't switch players? Because I don't have a player lock on, but it's basically acting as if I did, as I almost mess up the coverage, but they got messed up on the other side anyway, as they find themselves down inside the 5. Artie Burns got burnt deep. Actually, I don't even know if Madden... Yeah, the B button just does not work pre-menu, or pre-snap. I don't know if Madden even has a player lock, as Hinton doesn't get the sack. They call that a throwaway? If that's a throwaway, you have to throw the flag. That was at least intentional grounding. But Doesn't quite matter anyway. Kenneth Walker trying to get down the middle. Nice pursuit there by Amadi. I guess that's the one time being locked on at the corner helps me out a little bit. Now, if only it would let me switch to the slot corner, I would like that, but I guess we're gonna run some man coverage or some zone coverage out here as there's a sack down the middle. All right, Oren Burks back again. So once again, defense bends, doesn't break, will allow another field goal attempt here. This would give Seattle the lead, and this time, much less drama on this kick. And following a nice return on the kickoff by Fox, we'll start up at the 28. We have 2.5 minutes before half here to try to grab a lead. Go the quick throw underneath, going to be caught by Melton. We'll turn up, get the first down, setting us up close to the 45, apparently back at the 42, iffy spot. And we'll maybe get one more play off here before the 2-minute warning. No, we won't. So we'll head on in, allow us to catch our breath a little bit, come up with a plan to not end this drive with a turnover, something we've struggled with the last game and a half. So we'll continue on here. Bunch to the right-hand side. Huntley in the pocket, gonna have to step up or scramble to avoid the rush. We'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. Actually be a gain of 2. Wosu with the pursuit. And I never know anymore. I feel like some names that start with an N don't actually, you don't say the N, but then some do. So I never know what they are anymore. As Wosu with pursuit again, that pass went nowhere near the intended receiver. That's a little bit of some Madden for you. Will be another interception to end a drive, as that one went right to Williams. One could assume by looking at that I was intending to throw that to Fox. I actually was not. I was trying to throw it to someone almost halfway across the field. Was a back shoulder throw, so wasn't still shouldn't have done it, but shouldn't have been thrown directly to Williams. And I did pause for a second here in between the drives to try to look up what's happening that's not letting me change players, and there's literally nothing on it. At least from anything within the last couple years, as Fant wide open. I guess the safeties didn't feel like covering today. Well, the good news is we still have time left before halftime to try to put some points on the board. The bad news is that would no longer give us a lead. It wouldn't even help us tie. So a lot of work to do here in this game, just synonymous with the rest of Season 2 so far. As we try to get Fox maybe on the corner route, has an opening, pass thrown pretty well, drops it in. Fox gets the catch at the 50 and gets out of bounds to stop the clock. And I will say, nice throw there from Huntley. Have to give him praises, because apparently Madden doesn't like him working correctly all too often. Really good coverage on the outside there again. Jamal Adams is just locking down Campbell. So perhaps we need to find a different target to go after here. Fox switches to the outside. I kind of like that here. Like to utilize that speed downfield. One-on-one, that pass kind of underthrown, and Fox can't quite adjust. Good play there by Quandre Diggs. But we are in 4-down territory here, so let's not strictly go for the first down here, but just go for some yardage, as that was a immediate hurdle by the left end. Right now, well, I guess actually the right end. On our left side of the line, our left tackle is struggling for sure right now. We're going to have to call a timeout, though, because I just noticed we're down to 20 seconds. And on 4th and 1, we have to hand it off to the trusty Borgie. Get down the middle here, get us some yards, keep the drive alive, as we'll have to call, obviously, a second timeout here. One more remaining, but we're working our way down the field. And the Seahawks will come out here in the double A gap look. Hard count, no one jumps. Can we get Fox to the corner here? Corner plays that really well. Right now, I think Huntley is only 4 of 12, 4 of 13. Either way, it's not looking great right now in the completion percentage, as they're covering just about everything, and they say fumble on that, but they let the other team just have a throwaway, basically. I don't know about that, but Borgie doesn't save us the points. Somehow the big man stumbles in, and we will go into halftime down even more points. We'll be 20-3 after a made PAT. This team is definitely not looking as good as they were at the end of last season. Obviously, we've had a lot of changeover on the roster. But at the same time, I don't think all of it is the team itself. I think we're having a little bit of some Madden shenanigans. Obviously, with me not being able to switch players on defense is not helping. But offense, we've got to be able to clean things up. Probably need to focus more in on the run when we can. 28-7, the Chargers find themselves up on the Eagles. Chargers also 0-2, looking to find their first win. Herbert 251 and 4 touchdowns on the day so far, or maybe at the end of that game. Honestly, I didn't see where that game was at. Bengals get a big win over their rival, the Steelers, 45-23. And for the last game update will be the Giants taking on the Cowboys. Another rivalry-esque type of game there. 28-14, Cowboys get the win as the Giants drop to 1-2. Jacoby Brissett, the quarterback now for the Giants. Well, let's focus back in on our game where we are down a lot right now. 20-3, we haven't been able to put points on the board on offense because we keep turning the ball over. Defense is doing as best as they can. We're making some plays here and there, but unfortunately, Madden is being Madden. And I'm going to keep saying that until Madden fixes itself, although I doubt it will. 6-yard gain down the middle here by Walker. You know, I keep saying to comment down below some things that would crop up here to make things a little bit more difficult. Well, apparently Madden's doing that for us as we are in a player lock here on defense. Shaka Toney getting back there, and he forces the fumble that goes right to the offensive lineman. Oren Burks clocks him. 3rd and 7 here. Can we close out this one? As Toney just basically walked back to the quarterback, lays a hit on at the end, forces a bad pass or throwaway, and we will get the stop. They will punt. All right, now we have time in this game. We're only down 17 points. Let's try to get Borgie the ball a little bit here. Let them cook. See what we could do. We might have to have a little bit of hurry up here and there. And by here and there, I mean right here. Try to get the first down quickly. 2nd and 2. Good blocks. We take out Adams. Borgie can't get the juke to the outside, but a first down gained. And after a quick substitution, Turbin will head out, as well as every single tight end we have on roster. As we'll get down the middle here. Try to find some space. And he cut to the left when he should have cut to the right. Will only end up being a gain of 1. And I did say all of our tight ends. I forgot we did actually sign a true fullback this offseason. So not all of the tight ends. We have one still sitting on the sideline. And once again in 4-down territory, 3rd and 9. We're going to go out again with these slants. Going to roll to this right-hand side here. Can we fit that ball in? No, Jamal Adams. Great play. Ball needed to be a little bit higher, drop in with a little bit of an arc. It didn't. It's another interception. And I'm pretty sure Jamal Adams getting a little bit of some style points for the spinning interception there as well. As I'll go with a run down the middle here. Some space, a lot of space. A gain of about 8 on 1st down. And on 2nd and 3, so actually a gain of 7. We're trying to bring the double A gap blitz as they get a quick pass off. Quick tackle by Amadi. We'll keep it 3rd and 2. And on that 3rd and 2, we'll come out with a 52 front. Try to get a quick push. They do go with a pass. We got pretty much everyone covered up except for Fant, who leaks out, spins around a defender, eventually gets his legs chopped out at the 49. But they'll stay out with a power look here. I formation. We'll stay with the 52 defense then. Another play action pass as I definitely bit on the run. Fant down the sideline pretty much. Inside to the 10, down at the 7. And that is why I don't play corner, but I don't have a choice here. We are stuck on Amadi, so no hate for Amadi in this one. Most of the coverage mistakes, they're going to be on me. Down the middle, get down to the 3, a gain of 4 for Walker. And now they'll come out with the goal line set here, so we're going to send the Engage 8 blitz here. Might as well. They go with the toss to the outside. Amadi, great job. That time, it works. I can do it in the run game. Pass game, That will bring up a 3rd and goal here. Luckily, no receivers to my side. All of them over to the left-hand side. Do have to help cover some of these tight ends. They do flood my side, though. But we're covering pretty well, and eventually we will get the sack. Shaka Toney, his 2nd of the day. A little bit of some deja vu here as we have yet another field goal attempt. I will say at least the defense is forcing more field goal attempts than they're giving up touchdowns. And now that I say that, did they even give up a touchdown, or has it just been our offense that has? And once again, a nice return here by Fox. We'll start at the 30. Going to come out with a 4-receiver look. Actually, it's technically 3 receivers and our tight end as Stoner gets to the outside. Nicely thrown pass this time. 5th completion on the day for Huntley. He is 5 of 15. So Not good. He's only completed about 33% of his passes as we'll toss this one up. Melton down the field, holds on to it. Down to the 5. Biggest play in the passing game we've seen today. And honestly, I feel kind of bad for Huntley because he's thrown some really nice passes. He's missed some few, don't get me wrong. But he's had some really nice passes that the stats are not in his favor as Borgie somehow falls in. At least Madden in our favor here. We'll get a touchdown on the board. I think that's the first in about 2 games. And you know, at least we draw this back to a 2-score game. Only down 13 points here. Now we just need our defense to make a stop as they go with the run to the outside, and Amadi, he did it himself that time. Nice stop. And that will also send us on into the 4th quarter, where there's a small chance that we might be able to pull something out here. We just need both sides of the ball to take care of business. Granted, that is also something we haven't really done this year, is be consistent on both sides of the ball. 2nd and 12 here. They'll be sending DK deep. Dump this one off Walker. Amadi comes down, secures the tackle, gain of nothing. And on 3rd and long, they'll come out 2 to the left, 1 to the right, once again keeping me in the underneath coverage. We'll drop down, they check down as well. Walker will get 4, but they'll have to punt. Now, if we're to get back in this game, get one more touchdown on the board, we're going to need to see a nice blend of both the run and pass game. We're going to roll out here. I'm not going to try to throw this one. Try to get a block, which we don't get. I was hoping our tight end there would set a nice kind of basketball screen, basically, on that corner. He ends up touching no one, and we'll get out of bounds. Gain of 7, setting up 2nd and 3. Turbin down the middle. Get us the first down. Not a whole lot extra after the fact, but as long as we get it, that's what counts. Going to the hurry up here. Play action pass. We're going to have to toss this one up. Luckily, that one heads to the sideline. And now we'll spread wide here, but that's just to try to take some guys out of the middle. Make things a little bit easier for our linemen to try to find someone. Get some space, but not a whole lot there for Borgie. 3rd and 8. And we'll send out 4 receivers, twins either side. And go with these slant routes once again. Just seems to be the safest thing for us to throw as Fox finds us some space. Tries to get down the sideline, avoids one guy, but a nice tackle there by the president to bring him down. And let's see if we can get Melton around the corner here. Toss this. No, actually, it's a fake. I faked myself out, but some room here for Borgie. We'll get a gain of 4. I actually felt like there should have been a little bit more room there, but we're going to hurry up here. Baca on the outside. He's a tall guy, but not quite having the space. Try to toss this one a little bit underneath. Fox gets the grab. Nice plays here. Just need to keep it going. Gonna knock on wood for a little bit of some luck as we'll go with the slant plays here. Can we get Melton on the zig route? I was like someone leaking out to that side, but doesn't work here. Gonna have to roll to the top. They have 4 guys on the receiver. Huntley will use whatever stamina he had to get a gain of 6 and out of bounds. Trying to save all of our timeouts for the defense. We'll come out here with the heavier set here. Turbin checks in, has some space to the left-hand side, keeps fighting, not into the end zone, but down to the 1. I mean, pretty much that ball is on the goal line. It looks like it should have been a touchdown, but Madden being stingy, will walk it in the next play. This is now going to be, if we get the point after, a 6-point game. And now they're going to be testing me on defense as they come out empty set here. I have deep coverage. They go with actually a receiver screen. That's actually I guess a running back screen as they had Walker out there. Be a gain of 4. And now they'll check down to at least a little bit of a better play here for me. Still have the deep coverage, but they go with a run. Walker trying to cut back. Amadi will find him just past the line of scrimmage. Will be a gain of 1. As the clock ticks ever closer to the 2-minute warning. We're going to send the double A-gap blitz here on 3rd and 5. Try to get home quickly. Burke's back there, but he does not get the hit in time. Instead, Kenneth Walker headed down the sideline, gets his legs chopped out, which maybe keeps him in bounds. They do stop the clock here. That was a big play for the Seahawks, sending them up close to field goal range, if not in field goal range. It looks like they're going to start to run the ball here, and wide open spaces for number 11 as we just keep whiffing on tackles. D. Fells gets the rush, 21 yards. And that sends us inside the 2-minute warning, where we're at a point where either score a field goal or a touchdown really hurts us. I really wish I was the corner on the opposite side, as we have man up on DK. They do run down the middle. Quick stop-ish. Be a gain of 5. We'll start calling our timeouts. I'm just waiting for them to do a little bit of some play action, toss it up to DK and me to be nowhere close as I bit on the run. But they do hand the ball off here. 3rd and 3. Again, either way, any points makes it a 2-score game. And now I go over to the left side, so at least closer to the line here. Still stuck on Amadi as they do go with a run down the middle, and we are not there. We'll call the timeout, but they can pretty much kneel this one out. And it looks like that is what they're going to do. Honestly, possibly should have let them just score. Try to score quick on offense, onside, recover, and try to go again. But we got the tackle. And instead, they'll actually be running a play here. I imagine it will still be a run, though. Doubt they would pass it. I hope they do. We know Seattle likes to throw down at the goal line, but this time they do get in. So we could run what I just said. We'll try to score quickly and score again after an onside. They're currently up right now 12 points, trying to make it 14, so even that would just tie rather than do anything good for us. They do go with a pass to the outside, and as I called earlier, bit on the run, they go with a pass to the outside. DK adds the 2 points. Well, it's time to just let this ball fly. So we'll head out with 5 receivers, including our tight end. Just send everyone deep, see if someone can get open. Flood one side, Melton gets some space, gets the catch. I'll take it, at least gonna pad some stats here for the guys. Run a little bit of some hurry up here. Under 40 seconds left. We have Stoner wide open, headed down the field. That'll be a touchdown. Now we just need an onside and another touchdown to tie. Well, the game rests on this play. We'll see if anything good comes of it. I don't think I've ever recovered an onside kick, and that's not changing here. Seahawks recover. Game over. Now, while we do drop to 0-3, there are some good things that happened in this game. Obviously, the first being, as we could see over here, our offense outperformed theirs. We just didn't get the amount of points we needed to win, and that is largely due to the turnovers our offense also had, which was 4. But we scored points, which was something we've struggled with this year. Shaka Toney also got sacks. Now, I will say, basically being forced to play almost a player lock on defense was kind of fun. It made things a lot more interesting as I had to play a corner, and I typically don't play with my corners. I normally play with the linebackers or the defensive line, so that was interesting. And the game was also really interesting. We made it a thing late. Unfortunately, we also lost it late, but there were some good things in that game. I think the receiving core that we started this game as well as the previous game against the Bills is a good group to run with. So that's what we're going to stick with moving forward. That means potentially we might find some other guys to bring in. I think Tyron Johnson he didn't get a whole lot of an opportunity, just one game, but he did nothing that entire game. Watson, he scored a touchdown. He had some things, but he's also on the older side. I think we want to stick with the younger guys and develop them. So potentially there'll be a little bit of some roster change there. Maybe bring in another quarterback in case Tyler Huntley's stamina just tanks and he just can't throw an accurate pass. We do have Cone, but I want to have at least another option to possibly run if we need to. So maybe bringing back Tyree Jackson. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Hopefully, next episode, as we face the Arizona Cardinals, we'll be looking for our first win, and hopefully I'll be allowed to use any player on defense. I'll try to get that figured out in between episodes, so make sure you guys stick around, hit that subscription button either down below or my bear icon on the bottom right side of your screen. But either way, no matter where you're clicking it, make sure you find that bell icon and tick that as well so you're notified of when my videos go live. 4 videos every week with 2 series, as I mentioned earlier in the episode. The Texas Only Challenge is at a critical point in that series, so make sure you guys tune in. That one's posted every Wednesday and Saturday, and this series posted every Monday and Thursday. So a lot of action coming your way. Hope you guys stick around, and until next time, where who knows what Madden will have in store for us. We'll see you later. Bye.